Howdy, my name is Brittany, and I will be discussing the Asian longhorn beetle, Anoplophora glaber.
My name is Trevor, and I'll be discussing the Asian citrus psyllid, the Diaphorina citri.
Today we will be debating which would be a better invading species, the Asian longhorn beetle or the Asian citrus psyllid. What makes the Asian longhorn beetle such a good invader is its ability to live and grow in various species of trees. The USDA reports these tiny creatures are capable of invading and destroying over 15 plant families, and 25 of those species are found in the United States. 3 of those families, maples, elms, and willows, dominate many of the North American forests, providing an easy target for these beetles all across the country. Many believe it's the adults that cause all the problems, but it's actually the larvae itself that are so destructive to these trees. These wood-eating larvae are hard to spot. USDA reports that they are the size of a grain of rice, making them and can take down whole trees. And so their small size makes them hard to detect an infestation until years after this already taking place. Also, these wood-boring insects find their way easily into the country through wooden crates or packaging that is often overlooked. So with characteristics like this, it's hard to be an invader, like this one.
So the Asian citrus psyllid is such a good invading species because of its extremely fast reproduction. Each female psyllid can produce around 800 offspring in her lifetime. In addition to this, the species has been found to have up to 16 generations in a single year. These two compounding, even if only half of the population produced were female, a single female psyllid can lead to 64 million more females in a single 3-month period. Since its arrival in the United States in 1998, the Asian citrus psyllid has spread completely across the southern half of the nation. It's taken place most extensively along the Gulf Coast, and the species has almost completely permeated the Gulf of Mexico. The Asian citrus psyllid is also one of the few carriers of Hung Long Bing disease that affects and kills citrus plants. These bugs alone have led to national citrus industries collapsing, and thus they are an extremely dangerous invader.
So it seems like your Asian citrus psyllid can only take down citrus trees, found mostly in the southern US region, and does not have like a wide range of species it can feed on. While my longhorn beetle can basically wipe out trees in any of the 50 states as long as any of those 25 species of trees are present. Also, the rate at which the longhorn beetle can spread from tree to tree is incredible. Rapid spreading and the ability to be found almost anywhere there's basically a tree is what makes this insect such a good invader over yours.
The longhorn beetle's ability to spread quickly is certainly an important aspect to consider, but the psyllid also possesses the ability to spread quickly from tree to tree. And the abundance of trees for the longhorn beetle to infest is also a very good point. However, the extremely fast reproductive rate of the psyllid makes invasions by it an extremely difficult problem to face. In fact, the USDA has quarantined any area in which the psyllid has been found, and due to this, the psyllid invasion is not only quick but persistent, which makes it a better invader.
I agree, the psyllid having a fast reproductive rate is something that makes a great invader. The longhorn beetle is able to make up for that, though, through other characteristics. The USDA also quarantined, or rather tried to, in areas where the longhorn beetle is present. However, another reason this invader is so great is because many people do not realize they have a longhorn beetle infestation until maybe years after that population is already established. At that point, making the infestation almost impossible to control. This is where that small size of the larvae comes into play. Harder to see equals harder to control. So before you know it, this invader can take down a whole forest.
Uh, that is a compelling argument. Both species seem to possess similar traits that constitute a good invader. Both have extremely small young. The psyllid's eggs are only 0.3 millimeters long, and both can spread from tree to tree very quickly. Both species seem very adapting to the fur that they infect. Due to these, they seem to both be very potent invaders for human society to contend with.
I feel that both these insects are excellent invaders in their own unique ways. However, I think my Asian longhorn beetle has more characteristics that make it a better invader than the Asian citrus psyllid. Its wide range of species it attacks, the larva size the larva's small size being hard to detect, and it easily being able to enter another country is what gives this insect the power of being such a successful invader. This particular beetle is important to study because it does devastate thousands of trees every year. It's important to know how to get these invaders under control to avoid further infestations. Fortunately, according to entomology today, a lot of research is being done to using female pheromones to help manage this pest. With research like this being done, the future is promising for eradication, but not so promising for this invader.
They're indeed both very powerful invasive species, sharing traits such as difficulty to control and ability to spread quickly. However, I believe that the Asian citrus psyllid's insanely fast reproductive rate, coupled with its transmittance of the Hunglongbing disease, makes it more devastating invader. Its ability to quickly invade a country and completely destroy its citrus industry, as it's proven time and time again, would be hard for any species to contend with. Researchers are currently searching for ways to combat the psyllid, and which include planting Hunglongbing free citrus germplasm to destroy their main food source. The effectiveness of different systematic pesticides are also being tested in an attempt to finally defeat these creatures. As such, along with the longhorn beetle, the future is looking grim indeed.